This is the part that seems to take a while.
It says that we're live because I've got the live, it's been live streamed and click OK.
All right. I'm a
I do have a quick question. Is it Zanekin online that we use, or is it Zanekin online that we use for to send people to the
ZanekinOnline.com, I think. I'd have to
Okay,
go
cool.
confirm.
Thank you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we all today? Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time for work and play.
Oh, well, I haven't had any sleep for 2 days now, so I'm not sure how long I can. I didn't get here to Colorado until 5 o'clock Virgin Island time, so I'm suffering from jet lag and you name it.
Oh, wow.
So today I'm going to take it totally easy, and yeah, it was quite the challenge traveling, but I got it. I'm here, and it's yes.
Welcome back to Colorado.
I know.
Yay!
And it was yeah, it's good to be back. And hopefully after next week I'll know a lot more about what's going on. So that'll be good.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome back. All right, everyone's coming in. Okay. How is everybody on this fine, beautiful day?
Super fantastic and sparkling
Yes.
at
Yes.
6 o'clock in the morning. This is my third day of getting up at 4 a.m.
Oh, oh
And I'm going to
my.
do it again tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. We've got pick tomorrow, don't we?
Yep.
All right, let's get started. Welcome to Open Office Hour. Ask me about AI. My name is Terza Ekholm. I'm here with my co-host, Helen Brahms, and we are thrilled to have you here. We have our community signing in, and we've got some new faces. Um, as always, I encourage you to come on camera. It makes it much easier to participate with everybody. We are a community. However, I can understand you might be in some place where you would prefer not to turn on your camera, but we love it when you do. So, this is Friday, February 20, and this has been a super exciting week for me. It has been an incredibly exciting week for all things AI. And before I jump into I intend to do a demo today of Marblism and their employees and how they're helping me grow my business, helping Helen and I grow our Zanekin Studio business. And also, if you're interested, some of the things that I did this week, I created a website from scratch using Lovable, which is, let's see, a platform that helps create websites and apps simply by prompting. And I used ChatGPT in its browser, which is named Atlas, so using its agentic properties. And then I also, for the first time ever, completed my tax preparation by having ChatGPT help me through some of the thorny bits that I have struggled with in the past for years, which all I'm doing is really gathering data and then I turn the stuff over to my accountant. Um, because my husband and I have complicated things that we prefer to turn over to an accountant to handle. But for my part, I always struggled with things like, for example, I have an eBay store. And although eBay does this raw data dump that makes it super difficult to determine certain things. I've muscled through it in the past. ChatGPT introduced me to pivot tables. And I'm not sure I can explain them well enough, except that to tell you that I took this huge raw data file from eBay. Yeah, it says you can custom it, but I haven't found the right way to do it. Um, so anyway, it takes this huge spreadsheet and turns it into exactly the data I need. So, the same thing with another program that I'm an affiliate for. Again, it gives the data I need in one column. So 3 bits of data that I actually need to sum up at the bottom, it put in one column. So again, ChatGPT walked me through it. So it was actually fun. Imagine that. My biggest complaint about paying taxes is not the paying of taxes, it's the gathering of data. Ah, so anyway, I leaped forward instead of using useful tools like oh, what's a popular? There's a really good popular tool out there that I don't use and probably ought to. But I leaped forward and instead used ChatGPT in this agentic browser to help me do it. So there you are. If you'd like to know anything about any of those things that I've mentioned, I am happy to go over them. But for now, welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, I would like to open it up to find out what fun things you have been exploring.
But I've been playing a Marblism.
Awesome.
Just did our notes for the podcast for next week. Although I'm still training Marblism to do that portion for me, so I still use chat to do some of it. But I used it to create the blog for this week and have now got Sunny work taking that blog and breaking it down into separate questions and separate posts. And Dean has something really weird over his camera.
That's what I was observing.
It's a big black spot.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a microphone drop down. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, used it for that. Have been using it to collect more data and information on different things that I'm working on my genealogy business and how I can use AI for that as well. So um, yeah, we'll just see how all of that goes. So not as much as I would like to be this week because we had networking riches the last couple of days. So um, yeah, that was an interesting time. But and we even talked about a little bit about using AI for networking and things like that too. So that was kind of interesting seeing Casey bring that stuff in.
Oh, very cool.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah.
And he created a resource page and it included his Marblism link.
Very good.
And he
Very good.
mentioned it several times throughout Networking Riches on how he uses Marblism for his mainly social media posts right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really love it for that. I also love it for writing blog posts. What I love most is, as I mentioned last week, uh, I have created lots of social media posts for myself in the past, and some of them I get posted, and others I just drift off and never get them posted. And so I have these beautiful social media posts which are sitting in some document or some editor somewhere wondering why on earth I didn't post them. So with this tool, I am scheduled out for a few weeks and I am so, so thrilled. And then it helped us, uh, or helped me populate our new website. Um,
Yes. Website looks awesome. But one thing that we should mention how much time it has saved us because Terza and I were talking about how long it used to take us just to put together a 30-day social media calendar. And it was like coming up with the topics and doing the posts and changing them for the different social media platforms we were posting to. And just the amount of time it consumed, even just to do 7 days, it would take us weeks to plan, not only plan it, but create all the posts and then get them scheduled if we could find a scheduler. And this is back in the day before schedulers came out. So we were having to remember to go and manually post things. And now we can get this done within minutes in Marblism. So we're saving ourselves days and weeks of to be able to create a 30-day social media content thing to get it all scheduled and everything. We can do it in minutes when it used to take us weeks to do. So that's how much time that AI is saving us. And of course, we love to save time and make money. So that's a good plus on that side. So it was very interesting about how AI is changing that for us and allowing us to be able to be as creative as we want to be. And then we don't have to sit there and go, oh, I've got all these posts. Oh God, now I've got to go schedule them. We can do it within minutes on the system. And that's a Marblism, and that's awesome.
Yes. Yes. So, oh, go ahead.
You're
Go
on
ahead,
mute.
Evelyn.
And can Marblism, like, for example, I've been working with a VA, taking some of my longer videos that I have on YouTube and creating multiple shorts out of them. And can Marblism then help me schedule them onto YouTube and spread them out? Kind of,
No, not yet.
No.
not yet? Okay,
No.
so I would need to do that. All right.
Yes, you still need
But
you still need your VA for that, but it is on their list of things that they plan to release. They recently released Marblism for Android for Android users. So,
Okay. And then as far as like getting taking the video and getting, I know I can put it into Cast Magic and it'll give me the transcript, correct?
mhm. Yes,
And then can I ask Cast Magic then to also create a description that I could then put into YouTube?
yes,
Or
mhm.
okay, so all right, because I've got all these different. I've got Cast Magic, I've got ChatGPT, I've got Galaxy, and it's like where I need to be putting my, where I need to be learning stuff so that I can um, save more time and figure out what I'm doing. So,
yes, yes. So this what you're addressing or talking about, Emmeline, is a very common thing that I think many of us business owners have, especially in this time of AI, and it's going to get even worse, I think,
yeah.
which is this proliferation of tools. Well, now with AI agents, um, not they didn't just come on the scene, they like exploded on the scene. Everywhere you look, there's AI agents and people talking about AI agents. I do want to urge caution about that, and I can say a little bit more about that later. But because of this sort of thing, we we humans, I should say, we people have a tendency to go run out and adopt the next latest and greatest shiny object because we don't want to miss out on the latest and greatest. But unfortunately, that probably sets up a lot of overlap with tools we already have. So, yes, you're quite right, Emmeline, to be cautious about.
One more thing, yeah. But
Yeah.
I love the idea of the helping with the taxes and organizing that. That I would like to learn more about.
Okay. Yep.
Because I'm the same way. It takes me weeks to gather everything, and then I turn it over to the accountant,
Yeah.
and it's not quite so bad now that I'm not actively doing real estate, but I still have my photography business and other stuff like that, yeah. Anyway, we can talk about that.
Yes. Yes. Glad to share that. I'll probably share that one probably in more private sessions, only because this I'm happy to share maybe how I did it, except that I didn't take the time before this uh, open office hour to go, blur out my
Yeah,
data. So,
yeah, yeah, that's right. Not a
so
problem.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, this
Anyway,
is
yeah.
awesome. It's in the middle of creating the social media posts from the blog that I gave it with 7 questions, and I wanted one question per day with one post for each platform, which is what we got: Facebook, Instagram,
TikTok.
LinkedIn, and X. And it's now popular. My screen's going. Waits a few minutes. It's got cute little pretty pictures with it too. Look, I
I
can quickly.
love that.
Look. I don't know if
Oh,
you can see this
Yeah.
wow.
very well.
Oh, they're just beautiful. I just love what it does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now,
Do
is that
you,
and I didn't
which
give it any image. I just it's just creating them with it.
Now, is that through Marblism that you're doing that?
Yep. Yeah, he's going through creating, so he's creating 20, because we've got 4 platforms and we've got 7 questions, so he's creating 28 social media posts
I
in
will.
minutes.
Do you mind if I share that screen, Helen?
Yep, go for it.
All
That's
right.
what
I
you.
will share with you guys exactly what Helen is talking about. And so we avoid what happened last time. You actually are seeing my Marblism screen, right?
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
Okay. Good morning, Peggy. Welcome. All right. So this is our workspace. Helen and I share this workspace for our Zanekin studio. And what she's talking about right here is Sunny, who is the social media manager. And he's probably, well, maybe I shouldn't say there's favorites, but he really is fun. So what Helen did, let's go back to a little bit here to, boy, you're not kidding, Helen.
I know.
Wow. Okay.
Here's what I gave. That's the instructions I gave him right there.
There it is. So uh, Helen's instructions. Kia ora, Sunny. Here is this. I won't read the whole thing, but this week's blog for the weekly 7. So did you get this from Penny?
Yep.
Ah, okay. Let me just pop over there. Well, I don't want to lose what we've got. But right here you'll see Penny is the blog writer. So Helen has already been in there talking to Penny about writing a blog post. Penny
And
wrote
I gave her
blog posts.
7 AI questions to create the
7.
post with.
Because every Sunday night, if you haven't seen us on our weekly podcast Sunday night from 6 to 7 p.m. Mountain Time, we do it live every week. And as you can see, we prepare ahead of time for that. So Helen gave basically what Penny wrote to Sunny and said, here, create for each of the 7 questions, create a Facebook post, LinkedIn post, Instagram post, and X post. Include a call to action to join us on our weekly podcast at zanekinstudioonvideo.com on Sundays. So then she gave the 7 questions, and Sunny went to work. So here's for Facebook, for LinkedIn, for X, for Instagram, and then so that was for one question, and then he just kept going for each one of the questions. And what'd you say, minutes?
Yeah, minutes. I
Minutes.
gave him this, so it's taken him, because he's creating the graphics as well. Took him about 15 minutes to create this.
If you want to here's just a taste of the graphics. I can't show you bigger than that from here anyway.
But it even has a Zanekin Studio logo down in the
Okay,
bottom
yeah,
right-hand corner.
that's really cool.
Yep. So when it says down here, saved 47 hours this month, I believe it because we've done this by hand. It's not by hand, but
We
this
used
is
to do it by hand in
we
the
used to
long
do.
way.
All right, let's go peek in at
There's the
Penny
blog right there at the top.
and this one here.
Yep.
So here's her blog. And again, the gorgeous
The
pictures.
graphics are just amazing.
Oh, I love the chameleon. That is just fabulous. And then paragraphs. Now we move from bullet points to paragraphs that go with each one of the gorgeous pictures. And I will be taking this blog post that Helen asked Penny to create and go put it on our Zanekin Studio website shortly after this call. So, yes, Peggy, you have your hand up. Go ahead.
How do you get them to, I had to unmute.
Oh, okay.
How do you get them to talk to each other?
You just say, sometimes I will just say to Penny, I'll just type in there, hey, go ask Sunny to do this.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Simple's great. Love it. Thank you.
All right. Nancy.
Like it's
Oh,
come
you're
quite a
muted.
ways already.
There you go.
Oh,
No, you're good.
it looks like, sorry, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Um,
My mouse died on me during all this. Uh, it looks like they've come a long way since the last time I played with them. So you can actually copy and take things off now.
Let's see. Yes. So for example, for the blog post, let's
Right.
say I was ready to publish this right now. Actually, I probably could show you, but hang on, go up to the top. You click on publish.
Right. But I
And
didn't, oh,
since
so you can publish it to a Word doc or something or PDF. Okay.
you
Cool.
can, yeah, PDF, HTML, or Markdown. And then if your blog site is any of these, she'll just do it directly for you. That's not the case with me. My website is none of those. So I just copy Markdown and go over to my website and just say, here, put this in.
That's great. Yeah, it's already come a long way in what, a month or two?
Yes, it is.
AI is changing so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just get used to one
Excellent.
thing and boom, it goes and changes it.
Thanks for showing what's going on these days with it.
Oh, there's more stuff, but it gets a little scary at times. So, just in case you haven't, uh, I don't know how much some of these things get out beyond X, but they're in the news too sometimes. So, what, 3 or 4 weeks ago, a single developer created an AI agent. And at the time, he called it Claude Bot, CLAWD bot. He put it on his computer and he said, go do some things for me. I don't know if he shut off he didn't obviously didn't shut off his machine, but he went to bed. And when he got up in the morning, it was done. Figured out what actions it needed to take because he gave it full reign over everything. And it figured out what actions it needed to take, and it went and did it. So then he put his code out on GitHub, which is a popular platform for developers. And within 24 hours or something, it had some ridiculous thing like 90,000 downloads. I don't have the numbers right, but it was just boom overnight. And people were using it all over the place. I didn't do that because one of the things that I read, and I still haven't done it, is it had zero security features, none. And I was thinking, you want me to turn my entire computer over to something I just met? I don't think so. So I still haven't done it. And there are some people I really super, super respect who have said, don't do that. If you want to do this yourself, I would suggest going to a community called Just Start AI, uh, run by Jennifer Bagley. She just last night published a 38-page playbook on how to do it. And she strongly emphasizes, number one, don't put this on your main computer. Go get a computer just dedicated to this if you want to play with it. And she goes through step by step how to do it and to put in the guardrails. With that said, it's if you do all that, it will do amazing things. Um, Again, pay attention to this because this is what's happening. It always starts out on the edges and will, slowly come in. Now, in the meantime, OpenAI went and hired that developer. Um, which I think is
Mm.
good news because I hope AI will then make it easier for the rest of us to use. Yeah, I know everybody says, "Oh, it's non-techie," and I'm going, "Uh-huh, sure."
38 pages.
So go
What
ahead.
was Jennifer's website again?
Just start AI.
Thank you.
Yep. Peggy,
Yes, sorry, I have so many questions that,
please.
I'm simple-minded. Uh, so I have a whole bunch of videos that I recorded, short videos, tips for whatever, either investing or to buy the book.
Mhm.
So I could take those videos and put them in with either or both Sunny and Penny, and they'll write the blogs, and then they could post them on my.
No,
They
not
won't
yet.
write off of a video.
If you get the transcript from those videos and put them in, then they will create static images
Okay.
and write a blog and write a blog. Video is coming. I know they're working on it, but they haven't released it yet.
So my video wouldn't be posted then,
Nope.
and
Nope.
and then they could write more about it.
Yes.
Okay. And
Yep.
and you just have to give the website to whoever the blogger is, and she'll put it in your
Yes.
website.
Yes.
Wow.
If I go here and go, was it under
Here
settings?
is, where is here?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on
You're in
Marblism and I'm
Marblism.
in Sunny.
Oh, you're in Sunny? Okay.
Right. And then if I go over here to in the upper right corner to settings, then this I this is the website I wanted Sunny to get my information from, or our style, Helen's and my style. It
Hmm.
didn't have to be Instagram, it could have been something else, but at the time we didn't have our website up, for example. And then we told it to always use our logo in the posts, which he does. So
And where do you put the prompts for these people?
right here in the chat. So
In the
across the
chat.
top,
So
we've
do you
got,
have to put those prompts every time you're going to do something?
yes.
They don't have any memory like chat
Oh,
does.
they have guidelines. So if you click over on
Guidelines.
guidelines, you can give it content themes. You can give it, and actually, by the way, it'll pre-populate these guidelines based on what you gave it when you gave it the website. But then you can go and edit them. So content themes, image style. You can see here, I don't know whether it was me or Helen who added one sentence, make them sparkly. Um, and then the writing style.
Okay. In the
Yeah.
guidelines. Thank
Hmm.
you.
Yep.
All right.
And then you can review the posts here, and it puts in oh, by the way, when you want it to when you're ready for it to post, you set this up in the beginning, but you just go, I don't know, it popped up. I doubt you'll be able to see it. Um, in the pop-up, it asked me to link Facebook, Google Business Profile, which I haven't done, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter.
Right.
So you can do any and all of those.
I do.
Yeah.
But Jennifer, she's so wordy. 38 pages.
Oh, that's for the playbook for Claude, for OpenClaw. And the reason she did that is because this is significant. You really, in spite of what you might read elsewhere, you don't want to just go download this thing on your computer and say, have at it. Here's my bank accounts.
Now I have another computer I can download on, but I'm
Right.
just thinking 38 pages, that's like a PPM reading a private placement memorandum.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I could put that into chat and have chat decipher for me.
Not only decipher, but if you really want to do that, I would put it into chat and say, okay, ChatGPT, take me through each step. Because there's some
Oh,
tools there are some additional tools you'll need to pull this off. So
thank you.
you're welcome. I'm going to do it the slow way, and what I mean by that is, first of all, I want to identify what I want agents to do on my behalf, and I will spend a lot of time thinking about that and planning it. But second, I'm going to go use another platform like Amazon Web Services. And the reason for that is because then I can deploy it in I'll call it what they call a sandbox. I will put it in a restricted environment where I can learn what each thing means for myself. This will probably take me months. So, because I just want to be careful and I want to learn from the experience. And it will do things that I ask, but in a very, very limited space.
Mm.
Other developers are way, way braver than me. And that's one of the things that Jennifer points out is since most people aren't developers, the idea that they can just go out and just deploy this and have it work, yes, But some of the dangers of this are, besides AI's drifting, is that bad actors elsewhere can actually inject prompts into your system and make it do things that you would never have otherwise intended.
Hey, Terza, I read this week, maybe you did too, one gentleman who was using the latest name that they're using for this Claude bot as Malt's book or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, it looked through his whole computer and his personal profile and determined that I guess he was single and he was interested in a relationship. And like while the guy was sleeping or whatever, it went ahead, found a dating website app, made a complete profile for the guy without his knowledge, without his permission, and made singles ads for him just because of whatever it saw on his computer seemed like he was a little bit lonely. I don't know if you guys read that or not.
I did not read that, but this is
Yeah.
another reason we need guardrails.
Yeah. So Helen's rubbing her face there. But so it was kind of like acting like a best friend. Well, this guy needs a companion. So
Yeah, thanks.
uh, Gizmodo typed a thing from they uh, they published an article. I don't know if it was today or yesterday or whatever, but someone from MIT studied 30 of the agents or LLMs,
Yeah.
and it reviewed the 30 agents and the guardrails and which ones like ChatGPT and OpenAI and so forth had some kind of security standards or guardrails and so forth. So it was pretty interesting if you guys look at Gizmodo, whatever it goes layer by layer and I guess it looks at the same 30 um, large language models or agents.
Mhm.
And there are some, it was like, I think it was saying 5 out of the 30 had absolutely no documentation for standards or security or, guidelines at all. So
Mm.
it's scary.
Yeah, no, that's super important.
Yeah.
So,
But, if they're looking for, a date for this one gentleman, can you imagine they might go on to Amazon and just order a whole bunch of stuff for you, thinking you might need it?
great. This stuff shows up at your house and you have no idea why. Um, well, that does lead into another uh, email newsletter I read earlier this week, about overusing chatbots, ChatGPT, Gemini, what have you, meaning that there's a tendency to turn over too many things. So while Helen and I are delighted with what Sunny and Penny and Eva and others, the rest of the things can do for us, we don't turn over our thinking to the chat bot. And we've already seen this in schools with students where the teacher assigns them homework, like they need to go write an essay or a paper or something, and they just go over to ChatGPT and say, "Here, write this for me." And number one, there's no thinking, so they didn't tell ChatGPT what to write or what to do. And number two, the other thing that they don't necessarily know is if the students aren't reading each other's papers, which why would they? They all turn their papers into the teachers, and the teachers go, uh-huh, Chat GPT. Oh, gee, this student sounds very similar. Chat GPT. I shouldn't say check mark, F. F. But then when it comes to exam time and they're in a classroom with pencil and paper or pen and paper, and the teacher says, okay, write an essay about this. This is your exam. And the students go, uh, because they haven't learned that muscle. We humans need challenges, but especially all the time. But I mean, especially when we're younger, if we don't go through the process of thinking things through, we need to be messy and make mistakes and learn from mistakes. So I don't want to hammer at this, but some of my best experiences have come from my failures. So yeah. So yes, I love ChatGPT and Gemini and X and all those, but I think about stuff. I think about stuff all the time.
I mean, it's good using the AI to help you get things done. I love to write, so I will put my stuff in there that I'm writing. Like when I'm writing a book, I will put my stuff in there and say, "Can you proofread this, please?" And it will proofread. I said, "But don't change anything. Just tell me where the changes are needed." Because I don't want it going and going, oh, this isn't right, and going and changing the whole sentence, which then changes the meaning of it and it doesn't put across what I want. So you have to remember when you're using AI to, and so I've actually taken on a project myself because I wanted to see how can I take a concept and turn it into a book that's mainly AI written, but still with the human input because we need to put the nuances in there. We need to put the thoughts, the feelings in there to make it seem that a human wrote it. So it's actually a very interesting challenge. I haven't, because of all the move and everything else, it's been put on hold for a little bit, but I'm looking forward to getting back to it because we've outlined a complete book series. Actually, we've outlined 4 book series. Um, hey, got 4 people, 4 book series. There's going to be crossovers between them, and already worked out where in New Zealand these places are going to be, um, and developed that. And so it's been interesting in getting AI to go and try and find places in New Zealand to place these um, um, stories. And then I'm having to go, no, you can't put it there because of this type of thing, and we want it to be this setting, so we're going to put it here. So it's interesting training the ChatGPT to do all of that. So it's an interesting process, but I'll keep you posted as we go along with that. But you need to put the human factor needs to be in there. And most of the time I can pick up AI stuff straight out because it's flat. There's no personality to it.
Yeah.
And I did the 2025 look back on ChatGPT where it went through and looked at everything that I'd done over the year and made this little cute little presentation thing. And my most used phrase with ChatGPT was make it sparkle. So it was like flat. I go, this is flat, this is dull. I said, we need more sparkle in it. So make it sparkle. And that was my thing. So I kind of felt like Jean-Luc Picard, and when he says make it so, I would just say make it sparkle. So, but make sure if you're going to do a blog or anything, read through it, check your facts. Because if you put out something, a blog out there, you go, oh yeah, it's written a blog, da, 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 and you haven't fact checked it, you could do your reputation more harm than good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else are people working on? What else do you have questions about? Oh gosh.
Well, I'm doing a lot of work with Gemini this week. And I think what the conclusion I'm coming to is when Gemini is helping me with a particular website or technology, and she's given me steps to achieve a certain goal. What I'm finding is I will go round and round in circles with her. She will instruct me to go here, hit this tab, do this, do, whatever. And then we hit a dead end. She goes, oh, well, that's because the website, and she gives some explanation. And she says, okay, well, now I have a direct way to do that, right? So 45 minutes later, she's coming, asking me to do the same exact thing that she did in the beginning. And she doesn't remember that that's what she told me to do. And I bring it to her. I go, this has been 45 minutes. We are going around in circles. Have you, Tirza or Helen, have you guys discovered that when the large language model doesn't know how to do something, it won't admit it? And they'll just keep doing things. And really, sometimes I'm very productive with using Gemini or ChatGPT, but other times I waste an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours. And the result is I should have contacted customer support or something. You know, they don't admit when they don't know.
Yes, that is unfortunately very true, which is another reason, again, to be careful about the agents that we deploy on our behalf. So, yes, Nancy.
Oh, good, I didn't. I find that when I go down a rabbit hole like that, it's because I'm using chat, but it basically expects my website to have been built to proper protocols, and the person who built it didn't. So it's trying to take me down the path. So when I upload screenshots, it sees what it doesn't understand is different, and then it helps self-correct it. But I found I get frustrated too, Dean, because it's like, oh my God, I've spent all this time. And then I realize that it's expecting things to be a certain way on my site, which aren't. And it could be different from what you're talking about, but I have kind of hit that rabbit hole a few times. And that's gotten me out of it pretty quickly, is sharing screenshots saying, okay, this is what I see. I don't see what you're talking about.
Yes.
That's interesting. I haven't offered to share screenshots. Most of the sites that I'm asking for help with are large institutional sites, so they're not like, one person built the website for a company, a small company. But you don't know you're going down a rabbit hole until you're an hour in. You know, they're guiding you. Okay, click here, go here. Okay, here's a backdoor to get the result that you wanted if the other thing isn't functioning. And sometimes it'll say, well, this website, because they know the infrastructure of those large institutional websites, and they'll say to me, "Oh, okay, well they've updated their interface since last my update, whatever." And sometimes I'll say, "Take a minute. No, I'm not in a hurry. Why don't you gather the updated information about XYZ, site, and then let's proceed." And actually that has worked a couple times.
Ah,
And you actually have to command it, you have to direct it to go and get updated information. And they'll come back and they'll say, sometimes Gemini will say, as of February 18th or February 12th, 2026, here's what I see. Okay, now I know what to do, you know. And sometimes she does and sometimes she doesn't.
yes, yes, yeah. Um, let's see if I can, let me give me a moment here and I'll reset my screen a little bit. I'd like to share with you what I did with Lovable so you can kind of see how everything went hand in hand. Okay, first, now that I've set it up, let's come back here.
Livable?
Lovable.
Oh,
So,
lovable.
yep.
Sorry.
Let me put it up here so you can see it. Okay, so you should now be looking at my screen that has Lovable is on the screen. And somebody in our mastermind group introduced me to Lovable, and I have fallen in love with it. But remember, like kind of like the other things were for which there's developers. I've never actually created a website before, other than a landing page. I have done that, but not a what I consider a real website. So if I go over to here's one of our is the recent this the one I worked on all week. And what I did, okay, so now you can see that this is actually the front page of the website. But what I did was up here in the upper right corner, because this is the Atlas browser, I just click on Ask ChatGPT. And now I have ChatGPT window. ChatGPT can actually see this window because I opened it up next to this. I'll adjust some of the little parameters here. And whatever was happening on the website, Lovable would so ChatGPT, I say to ChatGPT, I need blah blah blah, and it would give me the prompt for Lovable. And then I would go over here and I don't have that part open at the moment, but down here it'd be just like another chat. I would just copy the prompt directly from ChatGPT over to Lovable, and Lovable would do its thing for a couple of minutes, and then I'd see it on the screen. And we did that page by page by page. So you can see this particular website has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. But it's not just the pages. With ChatGPT, because I had given it parameters for what I wanted this website to achieve, it helped me craft an entire strategy that is intended to drive visitors, sorry, to a particular outcome. But if they're not ready for what we have to offer, it'll give them other avenues to explore. And I didn't even ask for that, but it came up with that. And so I implemented it and did that all over here, step by step by step. And you can see down here where it says Lovable, it knows that it's connected to my Lovable app. And this is also the same way I went through my spreadsheets. I opened up the spreadsheet that I was working on, and then I went over and clicked on Ask ChatGPT. And so now my spreadsheet's on its screen or my screen, and it helped me step by step create the information that I needed to get.
Terza, in the chat, Dean wants to know what is Lovable.
Oh, Lovable, great question. It is a AI powered platform, of course, that creates websites and apps. So if we look at
Oh, it does apps as well?
yes, it does apps.
I thought it
haven't
was
tried.
just websites.
Oh, no, it'll create.
Oh,
Uh-oh,
crap.
turn.
The brain's gone into a hyperdrive.
Helen has such great ideas. I can't wait to see what you come up with. But yes, it will do apps. I have not tried it yet for that at all. But what this does is it saves the having to take screenshots all the time of what it is I'm looking at and uploading it because it's got it. Although sometimes it didn't seem to see what was on my screen, and I would still have to take a screenshot and upload it over here where there's this plus sign. But either way, it did seem to work out really, really well. So I just wanted to share that. The place where so that blog that Penny created that Helen had Penny create this morning, I will just go over here, and when I remember which command it is that opens this up, I will cut and paste, I will copy that markdown file of that blog post, and I will come over here to Lovable and I'll put in the right, all I say is go update my blog page with this post, and it will just put it in there. That's how all of these showed up. Penny wrote all of these. So, and we've got our podcast here. So we'll have our podcast episodes here, and then I put mine in for office hours. And just to do something slightly different, I put my office hours in, and then I had Notebook LM create a infographic based on that video off open office hour and put that next to it. So
That's awesome.
just
I love
looking
that.
for different ways to do things. So, what else can I share?
So how long did it take you to set up this? Because I've set up websites myself for my stuff, but I'm actually looking at this and thinking I might switch over to this because can I put my domain, like I have my domain name
Mhm.
for my genealogy business, so could I transfer the website over here and then have it direct from that domain name to here?
Yes, so now I did figure out how to get over to the editor. You just click on the edit button. But up here, when I click on, yeah, I know, right? When you click on publish, this is where our website is right now. So if we put that into the chat, you can just go explore it yourself. Let me just, Sorry. I get a little frustrated with this part. There's chat. I'll just copy that over. So just so you can see what that looks like. This is not where we intend it to live. It's just what it is right now. Let me get this out of the way. You guys can't see that I'm messing around with all these windows. Okay, so when you click on publish, this is where it's going right now. But you see right here where it says manage 2 domains. She says, Helen and I are in the process of moving this that we just showed you to zanekinstudio.com. So this is where you would connect the domain, or if you didn't have one, obviously they'll offer to sell you one.
Of course they
But
will.
of course. So eventually Helen and I, this is an administrative deal having to do with Helen moving to New Zealand. Never mind, but we'll work through it. We'll get it fixed. And when we do that, we'll come back here and click on connect domain, and it will move this website, or basically change the pointer, to zanekinstudio.com.
Cool.
Yeah. So yes. And as far as apps, I have no idea. I have played with app builders elsewhere. I haven't tried it on Lovable. So Lovable, let's see, go back. See if I can show you. Not the dashboard. What I really want to show is maybe resources. I can share the link if you guys want to try that. I forgot about that. Let's go for chat. So if you want to, yes, I as you can see, I get what 100 credits if you sign up using our link. So, and that's probably the best thing to do. I don't know if I can get there. What I was trying to do. There we go. It goes through a planning stage, and this one probably. This was probably what ChatGPT had me put in there to make that website to begin with. So Dean, or anyone else, if you try it and you create apps, let us know, because we'd love to see what you create, what you come up with. Again,
Could you put your current website in? I mean, I have a current website. So could I put that in and it could recreate?
good question. I don't know what happened was Dalton, who's in our business mastermind group, took my existing trustbuilt.ai website, and because he showed me on his Lovable, he did upload it in there, and he gave Lovable a prompt like something like, take this website, copy it, and make it modern, or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And when he did that, it turned what I had created, which was nothing more than a landing page, into this beautiful website. I think I might have that here. This
And
is,
then it connects to Go High Level for all the landing pages and all the
you
prompts
can,
that have been set up. You just have to tell it to do that.
yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's not going to do stuff. I mean, I can't expect things to think on their own, except chat keeps doing that, which is irritating.
It does something for you, whether you want it or not.
Chat? No, I tell it, do this exactly, and it never does it exactly. It does what it wants to do. And then it keeps saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I disappointed you." Well, just do it exactly.
Oh, no.
And it says, "Well, there's rules." I said, "Yeah, but I gave you all the rules." I mean, we
Oh,
argue for hours. It's waste. I feel
Oh,
like just
we argue
forgetting
for
about.
hours. That's funny.
I know it feels. That's what it feels like, is argument.
Did you say this will connect directly with Go High Level if you ask it to?
I believe that to be true. I haven't tried it.
Yeah.
Because I
So
know
if you
Go
have
High
things
Level
that
has a lot of APIs.
Yeah.
you have a lot of
Yeah, the
things
calendar
connected.
link that's on the website that on the Zanekin Studio website that Terza just showed you, that calendar link that's in there is from Go High Level. So we have connected it through the calendar.
Okay, so if I say click schedule discovery,
Mm-hmm.
there it
That
is.
goes directly to the calendar that we have on GHL.
This is Go High Level.
Yeah, but you're not
So,
sharing your screen.
I didn't quite
oh,
catch that, Helen.
Sorry?
I didn't quite catch that.
So when you click the schedule button on the website for for Zanekin Studio, it will take you to our Go High Level calendar where you schedule the call. So this here, what you're looking at now, that's in Go High Level.
Oh
And
no,
I can tell you that
what I
because it's
was
got the
asking
old logo
about,
up the top there.
yeah.
what I was asking about when she said something about creating a web page connecting to Go High Level. Is that I thought she was talking about creating a website or web pages, but this is kind of a book a call type of schedule,
Yeah.
right?
So
Okay.
this book a call schedule is in Go High Level.
Yeah, see, yeah, the calendars say go high level, and if you've got it on your website, it needs to connect to the go high level.
Mm-hmm. And
Sure.
that's what it's doing right here.
So
And
I could,
you know what I just discovered this week is my one business I have inside of Go High Level, but my real estate website is has nothing to do with web Go High Level. And what I just discovered is my real estate section of Go High Level, although it doesn't have my website, I can take this scheduler link and post it with my blogs or post it in my website outside of Go High Level. And it will use the Go High Level scheduler or calendar. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
really cool.
yes.
Yeah.
Like if you post a blog, you can embed this link for this book a call or whatever in your blog, and people right from your blog, wherever it is, they can just click on it and book a call with you.
Yes. Yes, you can do that here. And actually, Lovable defaulted to Calendly. Um, and I just went and said, change the Calendly link to this. So if you use other calendar links instead, I believe it will do that. So, but you're asking a higher level question, Dean, about connecting like landing pages and that sort of thing via Lovable to your whatever CRM you're using, and I believe it can be done. I just haven't tried it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm super impressed with Lovable. So I have never in my life created a what 7 page what are the whatever this is website before, and it did take me at least 2 full afternoons to do it. And actually the original site that I showed Helen, it was nice, but it didn't have our beautiful colors. So that was actually the first
No,
problem I
it's
addressed.
very appealing. It's very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
So,
don't remember the color. Oh, they had some yucky blue color in there, and it just
oh,
didn't look right.
it
And
was
so,
it was like this. Like,
yeah, it was like that.
yeah.
And I said to Teresa, I said, if we're doing this, this needs to be in our colors. And so she went back in and did a little magic stuff in there and came out with this beautiful thing that has our colors in it because we took the colors from the logo to
I might
um,
might be able to show you that. That the was it this one? Oh, this one. This will what will show up on the screen, hopefully. Oh, maybe it moved. Oh, here it is. Okay. So this whole chat, I'm not going to go to it from the top, but as you can see from the little scroll bar there at the on the right hand side, this is a huge long chat, but this is the chat that was over here. And the nice thing about that is now I can go back and read over it if I wanted to. But see these things here, this was the sort of thing I would say to ChatGPT, this isn't working. This link did this. I got a page 404. I got, whatever. And it would tell me what to do. And all I had to do was go over here and copy this and put it over in the Lovable window. And it would go fix it. Um, So, and this did go for 2 full afternoons for me to do this. So, one last thing before I'm satisfied until we can move to zanekinstudio.com. When I click on any link in the nav bar, sometimes the page loads from the bottom. I didn't want
Oh,
that. And it told me, oh, well, sure, this is how we fix it. The browser keeps a previous scroll position because when I was looking through the page, I would end up at the bottom. When React switches routes, I don't even know what React is. I could go look it up, but that doesn't matter. And it says Lovable didn't break anything. It just hasn't been told to reset scroll state on navigation. You want a route change to scroll to top hook. Okay, sure. And here it is. That's the prompt. And I just copied it, put it over there, and Lovable fixed it.
That's awesome. Love that.
Tirsa, when you open the ChatGPT window,
Mhm.
is that your ChatGPT account or is that the ChatGPT that comes with that?
No, this is my account. This over here,
Okay.
this is my ChatGPT account.
And you didn't ask for that. That was just a feature of the website, right? That it has that window that can open?
No, 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 no. That's up here. See, this
Oh,
whole
okay.
window you're looking at is called ChatGPT Atlas. That's a browser. And the reason I keep mentioning this and bringing it up is because this whole thing that you can see here, this is all Atlas browser. And so what comes with that is anytime you're in something, so I could go to, what other website would I go
I
to?
understand now.
Yeah, yeah,
That's really cool. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I have used this feature now several times. Now, Dean, do pay attention in Gemini. Gemini will do something similar, actually, and it has popped up for me. I don't know if I'm set up in a way I can show you. Let's go over to here.
Gemini has a feature in the professional level. I think
Yes.
it's one level up from my paid account, and it
Okay.
has a side window.
Yeah. I think I can do that here, up here. So I'm now looking at Marblism, but I think if I click on Gemini over here, it does the same thing.
Yay.
And there it is.
Wow,
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
very cool.
I haven't tried this with Claude. I don't do much in Claude only because these two browsers really take up most of my time. You've seen me use Perplexity for research. Grok is interesting. I really only access Grok from my phone. I have the premium level, whatever the $20 a month version is for Grok. But Grok is so enmeshed with X. Um, it will probably become the most powerful AI on the planet if Elon Musk figures out how to do it, like taking everything into space, for example. But because it's so enmeshed in X, it has well, we'll just say a different set of parameters. But it's still useful to compare sometimes when I'm get something from ChatGPT or Gemini and I go, yeah, and I go over to Grok and see what Grok has to say. But all of them currently are people pleasers, so just know that. Unless you tell it to be critical of you or whatever words you want to use, it will tell you how wonderful you are. And that's not always useful. Just saying. Maybe if I'm having a down day, that's useful, but all right. I see we've gone over time here. This has been, as always,
I just wanted to
illuminating.
make a quick comment,
Yes, please.
and that is in using Gemini and then ChatGPT last night because I wanted some information. And what I like about them is they give you an answer and then they ask you, do you want me to, I can do this for you. Do you want me to do this for you? And I say yes. In other words, they are giving me the prompt. Have
Oh,
you found that?
yes. Yes. And
Okay.
sometimes it's useful, but sometimes it can go on and on and on until you put a stop to
And
it.
Oh,
that's when
all
you
you
end
have
up on the
to
rabbit
say
holes.
no. All you have to do is just say no. No, I'd like something else, or no, I'm done. But I was absolutely amazed and delighted that they gave me a prompt that I wouldn't have thought to ask for. And obviously it's in the right in the right setup because they're asking the question. So the prompt is the best we can do at the time.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I think so too.
But
Always
watch
good to
those
see
prompts
you.
because you can end up down the rabbit hole. That's how I end up down the rabbit hole every time. Oh yeah, go do this for me, go do that, and I'm completely off track.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. See you everyone next week. And as always, email Helen or I or your questions. We'll be glad to feature them here or in our podcast.
Oh
We
yes.
would love to take questions during our podcast Sunday night. So as always, did you have the link for the podcast handy?
I'm putting it in right now.
Awesome.
I'm having to remember how to type though.
Or you can go to our
Um,
website and click there, actually. I think I put that in there.
There we go. Sunday, 6 p.m. Mountain Time at Zanekin Studio on video.com.
Awesome.